So here it is, May 20th. This video really isn't about any kind of social commentary. I guess maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. But this is how a typical day, not for homeless people, but for Tracy and I, is. After a fucking week that I can't even begin to describe, we are now sleeping in a parking lot on Hazeltine and Houston in Sherman Oaks, pretty exclusive area, because we used to come over here to where there's a Sherman Oaks Aquatic Center, and you could pay $1 and get a shower. So we did that. But with this fucking COVID bullshit, the LA Homeless Services Authority seized the whole park, basically. For a while, the park was shut down, but you cannot take a shower for $1. You have to go register with them so that they can have, I don't know, a sphincter check on you. And they take your temperature every time, and you got to check in with them to go get
Don't forget the suits.
Oh, hon, let me do my thing.
Okay, do your thing. Sorry.
Be that as it may, every piece of shit, scumbag, fucking tweaker, dope fiend, asshole in the valley that's 30s and 40s, and there's nothing wrong with them except their fucking mind, they all got hotel rooms for 3 months because they wanted to get the homeless off the fucking streets, because there's too many, and they're starting to warehouse people so they can hide them. But what it was ostensibly for was to get the at-risk homeless. Now, I'm 60. Tracy's 59. We're both going to have a birthday here within the next month and a half and turn another up year. She's got COPD. I got high blood pressure that is 200 over 100. Or, it's 200 over 100, right? Yeah.
Something like that. 110 or something. 200 over 110.
Yeah. The dogs fucking got all fucked up. So we wanted to get a room, but the only way to do it is to go through the little fucking hoops and dog and pony show bullshit. So we're staying over here. Now here it is, 2 weeks later. We got turned away from the hotel on a 100-degree day after waiting there almost 3 hours out in their thing. First they said for 2 hours and 10 minutes we were going to get one, and then they fucking pulled this okie doke bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
At which point I told this fat fucking cheekhand, hey motherfucker, how about you say one more fucking word and I'll beat your fucking face in? Well, needless to say, that went over well. But, I don't know, 50 people got really silent really fast. So we decided, okay, we're going to do this. Not because if it was me, I fucking wouldn't. I'd just find these people and target them after and just seek them out and do some shit. But our dog is in failing health. That's why we're down here. And so we want to put him in a room so that this poor loyal bastard doesn't have to suffer in this fucking van anymore. Because a dog should not live in a car. We were sleeping over at this one park and ride that we had it pretty mellow at, and then across the street were these gardens, and in the morning when they would open up, we would go over there, walk the dog around, have little fucking, situation, bathrooms, be able to clean up and get water and all this kind of shit, and chill out in the green, quiet gardens. Well, if you look back on any of the videos I have in the past, this fucking piece of shit LAPD cop, Oscar Bocanegra, some fucking asshole punk motherfucker. This guy's taken 2 vehicles. He's put her in jail. He's put me in jail.
Twice.
He's a psycho fucking stalker motherfucker. I don't know what his boner is. Like he's got a fucking hard on for me or something, literally or figuratively. I don't give a fuck. That guy showed up after a fucking more than a year of not seeing him, and all of a sudden he's stalking us again. Found out where we were, and he's doing it. So we had to kind of like flee that little area. And I'm not into that. I'm a fucking old convict. I will stab a motherfucker in the temple. I don't give a fuck. But I got Tracy, and I got the dog, and I have to suck it up, which really pisses me off. So we come over here to try to fucking do their little game, get a fucking hotel room. We're still on this supposed waiting list, still waiting for our stimulus check. Everybody else got their fucking things. I'm trying to keep it mellow right now. Well, all that bullshit, I don't know what I've left out, undoubtedly tons. We wake up this morning. We get a fucking, somebody offered, some feeding pets of the homeless in Carson, Nevada, offered to pay for a vet visit to Van Nuys Vet Clinic. And when we set it up last Thursday, they said, oh, well, the first one we've got is for Tuesday, which I think is bullshit now, because when we went in there, these people were not fucking busy. They could have scheduled it earlier. So we get up and do our little morning rituals, and over here at the park, there's always cops around, staring at us, pointed directly at us. They don't do anything except just fucking lurk around like a bunch of creepy fucking...
Just stare.
Lurches. And we go... we split under their fucking just unblinking gaze the whole time. We know they want to fuck with us, but there's supposedly some safe parking here. This is what they call it, safe parking. This is a program in California, safe parking, and you're supposed to be safe from the creepies and the cops. Well, you're not really safe from either. It's a bullshit lie, like many of the bullshit lies. Anyway, we get up. We go get a fucking hamburger. We go up to the vets where we wait. Our appointment was at 12, but we don't get in until after 1 o'clock. So the bitch at the desk is rude, and I go to talk to her at one point, and she says, could you put your mask on for my protection? And I'm like, you know what? Here's the thing. Don't fucking tell me what I need to do. I don't give a fuck about your protection. You're lucky I'm not jumping the fucking counter and fucking smashing your fucking stupid vapid head into the counter. Well, I didn't say all that, but I did tell her, I don't give a fuck about your protection. You're lucky I'm not jumping it and doing something crazy. At which point she just fucking thinks that she's protected. Really? Because before you could call 911, I bet I could fucking crush your skull. Well, the people at Feeding Pets of the Homeless wouldn't answer the phone while we were there. That's why we had to make our appointment between 9 and 2. Now, our dog means everything to us, and everyone else means nothing to me. I don't give a fuck about society. They don't give a fuck about us. He gets seen. It relieves a little bit of our fears about his health conditions, but we're still waiting for the final analysis. Finally, the $400 bill for basically some x-rays, a little bit of blood work, and 1 shot of cortisone. That was $400 at the vet. Well, when we finally get a hold of Feeding Pets of the Homeless, The broad there says, well, you were supposed to inform us before they did these. You know what? It was a free consultation to begin with. But if they knew that we were trying to get our dogs seen and found out. They knew that they're feeding pets. They fucking fuck with animals. How could you not take it into the vet? And the vet's, of course, gonna say we need to do x-rays and blood work. They say that about people, and they say that about animals. That is standard. There should be no surprise there. If you offer to pay for my vet bill, then you better fucking pay the whole goddamn bill. I'm not going to sit there and beg permission in the meantime and for every little step of the way. It's like, well, then don't fucking offer, you know. But I ended up having words with the bitch at Feeding Pets of the Homeless, too. Because she wanted to play little fucking word games and says, well, if, I'll talk to the we'll see what we could do. But I'm like, but nothing. You think you're going to throw this bill back off on me? Don't trip. When they go to sue me for the bill, I'll be glad to testify for them and sue your fucking asses for a lot more. I go, I don't even need to resort to illegal, violent tactics. I can fucking take your ass to task for nothing. Well, we get this resolved. To some extent. She finally calls back and we agree to wait and see. And I said, okay, but you know how I feel. Anyway, end of call. As we're leaving there, a cop pulls right behind me and dogs us. And we pull into a McDonald's because we don't trust police. Now, the recent headlines today are 12 LAPD suspended from duty for stopping just normal people, but mostly black people down in South LA, and then trying to throw gang allegations on them so that they could cover their lack of probable cause for stopping them. That got found out. Another cop in jail with $1 million bail for shooting another cop. And then another cop who's being investigated because the detective that he was working with, they had an affair, but then pretty soon he started beating her and extorting money with nude photographs and all this, lewd photographs. So she's filing charges. And then the coup de grace is another cop. This all happened today. There's headlines on these. Who was making inappropriate contact with a dead 27-year-old woman's body. Now, if you got cops that are shocked and start their own investigation, after all the shit that cops see, if they think it's horrible, that dude was finger blasting this fucking dead bitch. Sick fuck. So why would I or my wife trust cops to abide by the very laws that they say they're supposed to enforce and all this? Fuck them. Those are the enemy. I don't care about creepy motherfuckers creeping around the van. I'll get out and brain one of them pieces of shit in a quick second. It's the cops that we are afraid of. And the reason we're afraid of is they will fucking kill you and then finger blast your dead asshole. So we have to play this little cat and mouse game for a couple of hours just to get out of the location by the fucking vet. So then it's on to our most pleasant activity, having to panhandle for money, because I'm an old robber. I would love to just go jack somebody, but I can't do that. Because I'm trying to abide by the law so that I can keep my wife and my dog out of the fray. All right, so we go over there, we make a few bucks, and then we come back over to this end of the woods. We think everything's going to be okay, but this safe parking There's a melee of cops that are fucking running through stop signs at high speeds. They're fucking driving down the street like maniacs. They're eye-fucking us and fucking mad-dogging me. And they're all over. I mean, we're talking swarming. Like, you can't go 5-10 minutes during the day without seeing one go one way and one, and it starts to make you paranoid. Well, and then under their watchful gaze on this safe parking, here comes a bunch of fucking vehicles that are acting all sketchy. One pulls up with a bunch of cans after midnight and starts stomping and crushing cans. They're hooting and howling. Cops are watching. They don't do a fucking thing. The parks are closed after dark here anyway, let alone during this whole fucking lie of COVID bullshit. But they don't say nothing to them. So here's the fucking bottom line. Maybe they give us a little bit of a pass grace in here, but they're not fucking doing anything to keep the assholes out. Now, when I see more than one guy and a couple of chicks, my way of dealing with conflict is that before I say anything and let them know that I'm pissed, I should just run up to them, smash one of them in the fucking dome, and then try to get the other one before they even know what's happening. Because I'm going to take advantage of my singular numerical entity over their multiple. Here, speak to me, sweet lips, I'll find you once more. Anyway.
What?
And then we got other people fucking with it. It's 2 a.m. now. We wanted to sleep hours ago. But neither one of us are going to get any sleep because there's fucking idiots and assholes running around. I'm just waiting. As soon as this video is over, I'm going to turn out the lights and lay in wait. That's what the word Satan means in Latin, to lie in wait. I'm going to pull a Satan on these motherfuckers and bash one of them because I'm tired of the shit. I'm tired of fucking people pissing me off. I might as well take it to them. Why not? You know, the cops, they don't do any kind of positive thing. They are just another enemy in the big wall of enemies. And that's what we deal with. That's what we deal with every fucking day. Multiple times a day. There's multiple issues. And nobody does a fucking thing. But meanwhile, all these creepy fucks, now I even hang with some of them, but they're fucking idiots and assholes. They don't need a and they're in there in the hotel slinging shit, fucking running amok, and we gotta stay out here and put up with this bullshit. I cannot tell the world how disgusted I am. And other homeless people, they don't have stories like this. They don't want to work. They don't want to. We can't get a fucking break. And every time we get 10 minutes of where we think we've landed undetected somewhere just long enough to fucking catch our breath, before we can, some other asshole's running up to fuck with us. If the cops' attitude is, oh, we have to fend for ourselves, hey, I don't need protection. But the bottom line is, I pay money for taxes just like everybody else. If I'm excluded from their protection, then I don't want to hear them say that they can do anything to me. If they won't give us the positive end of their fucking occupation, don't give me the negative then. It's either all or nothing, motherfuckers. And this fucking Oscar Bocanegra, I'm going to get that piece of shit one day. Because I reported him to Internal Affairs before, nothing fucking happened. I called again. They say, oh, they can do nothing. This dude is stalking us. Any regular person doing that shit would be charged with fucking felony stalking and injurious fucking behavior. And this guy gets away with this shit. Hey, if the cops ain't going to help us, they need to leave us alone. Because if you push me into the fucking corner, just like a fucking wharf rat, just like a wolf, whatever, I will honey badger on them motherfuckers' asses. I am tired of it. This bullshit with this COVID lie has proven everything. Our whole government is corrupt and fucked up. And as an American patriot citizen, I feel like it is time to lead the fucking vanguard of fucking disenfranchised in a violent revolt. That's what this country needs. Maybe that sounds threatening or whatever. I don't give a fuck. It is a threat. We need to stop being a bunch of fucking pussy Americans and do something right. We need to fucking take this shit to them. Yeah, because you know what? If you don't let me sleep, and you don't, you chase me around, and you fucking make me afraid for my loved ones' benefits, then this is what you get, motherfuckers. I'm a psycho fucking smart guy. Now, I can't, this is not temporary insanity. This shit's probably permanent.
Yeah. No wonder